got a 1975 D41 here, and I don't think the owner has even seen this guitar yet. If I recall, I think it was shipped directly to me, and I did my thing to it. I made a new bridge for it, scooted the bridge back to correct the intonation, did a neck reset, and new bridge plate. It's got bone pins in it, it's got a bone nut, bone saddle, and then I lightly scalloped the braces. And again, on this guitar, I only scalloped the X braces, didn't do the tone bars. And part of the reason I like to do that is because if you want a scallop brace guitar like this, you can go get a brand new 19 D42, and it'll already be scalloped from the factory. It'll have a full scallop. But what you can't get is a medium scalloped guitar, if you will. One that's got the scalloping on the X braces but not on the tone bars. And so doing that to this kind of guitar opens up the bass a little bit without making it too boomy. What I'm trying to do here is keep the strong mid-range of a non-scallop guitar, but get a little bit more of this bass right here. Non-scallop guitars are kind of nasally sounding to me, and when you do the X braces alone, you get a nice deep sound. But you don't lose the high end. You don't lose the mid-range punch. All you do is kind of open up the bass just a little bit. That's why I like to do that on these 70s guitars. Just open them up a little bit and not all the way. And of course, age is your friend here. And so after 5 years or so, this guitar will be a little bit richer, a little bit fuller. It takes a little bit of time for that scalloping to kick in. I don't like for it to sound the way I want it to immediately. I need to let some time go by, because I know it's going to change. And so if you stop where you want it, it's going to be too bassy in a couple of years. So this is the sort of sound I try to shoot for on these things. And on this one, we left the Grovers alone. And I was going to say, I thought it had quite a bit of sustain when I was playing it. That's why I did that hymn, because it leaves the D drum. And some people say, oh, you know, the tuners don't make any difference. But if you're playing, you reach up here, and you can feel those tuners vibrating. You can feel them. So the mass of the tuner is doing something to the sustain. And I've just always found that with a lighter tuner, the guitar gets punchier and a little bit brighter. When it's got heavier tuners on there, it tends to be more mellow and a little bit more sustaining, which this guitar certainly is. It's a nice guitar though. Because of the bound neck, it feels like the neck's a little bit chunkier. It's not a slim, wimpy feeling neck at all. So it's real nice, real comfortable guitar. And with my nut, I spaced it out where it's equal distance between the strings, so it's real roomy feeling. And feels good to me. It's a good guitar. There's some standard licks. Sustain there. Alright, 1975 D41 with a slight overhaul. One more thing about these 70s from this age, the 70s Ds, they have a really pretty kind of a reddish pepper-grained Indian rosewood. You don't see that anymore. Most of your Indian rosewood now is a dark color. And I've always gotten really good sound out of these red pepper-specked Indian rosewood. This one's got great rosewood on it, man. It's really nice and pretty. And guitar's in good shape. Binding's all right there. It's not coming loose or anything. Nice guitar. It's got some dings in the top, but it's just character marks. Let's get up there and see what we can see here. Just so you can see it. A couple small dings here and there. Big deal. Means you can play the guitar. And here's the rosewood. So. Alrighty. There we go. Another guitar through the shop.